Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am back at it again. Hopefully, I'm gonna catch a fish or two today. Time will tell, so stay tuned. Well, I'm actually really excited about today's outing. I only have a couple of hours that I can fish, so I don't have real high expectations as far as numbers of fish or even necessarily quality of fish. However, it's a really nice day, and having a line in the water is always better than not. So I'm getting ready to get my lines baited. Today I'm doing something that I used to spend a lot of time doing when I was a kid growing up. I've got my rod and reel in hand, got a cooler and a backpack, and I just walked down to the river on foot. I'm gonna cast a couple lines out. I've selected a location here that I pulled fish out of in the past, and we've got a little bit deeper water in this area. Deeper is a relative term on this river. The water's always very shallow. But I'm just going to cast my lines out, and I'm going to sit here for the duration of the trip, just a couple of hours, and see if anything wants to bite. And if they do, I'm going to be sitting there waiting to reel them in. Show you my baits here real quick before I get cast out. This is a crappie that I caught a few days ago, so just pulled it out of the freezer. It's not fresh. I prefer fresh, but it's only been in the freezer for a couple of days. And should do the trick for us today. So I've got a headpiece and a midsection there. Those are a couple of bigger baits there. And then I've just cut a little piece of that tail off. And I've actually brought a third rod with me today, which I don't do super often, but only having a couple hours out here today. Brought one of my bass rods. I'm just gonna stick on this small little piece of cut bait and see if I can't get a smaller channel cat that wants to bite as well. So be able to improve my odds out here where it's going to be a shorter trip. Don't have a lot of time to spend. Want to have every opportunity that I can to be able to catch fish. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Is the camera on? Oh geez. Okay, let's get down the bank here, away from the snags. I haven't got my baits all out yet. I just got that first line casted. That's on the crappie head. That's a big bait there. Oh my. Only been lines in for a couple minutes here. Holy cow. Wow. He took that bait hard too. I think it's a big channel cat. I haven't seen him yet. I'd like to get that head back. Hope he doesn't knock it off. Oh boy. Wow, that gets you. Oh, that gets you wound up. Gets you excited. Oh boy. Taking a little drag. That is a big channel cat. Holy cow. I gotta get him landed and then go get my other rod. Holy cow. That is a beast of a channel cat. Holy cow. That might be the biggest channel cat. I don't know, that's getting close to one of the bigger ones I've ever caught. That is a big fish. Holy cow. Oh, that is exciting. All right, first things first. I'm gonna set this rod right here. Really hope that fish doesn't come off while I do that. I better just go ahead and land it. My other rod's laying on the bank over there, and I think the bait is out. There's nothing to keep anything from stealing my bait, or my rod, pull my rod in. Man. All right. Let's get a glove. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Getting wrapped up in a branch down there now. Okay. Let's get this thing landed. Let's get him landed. I'm not even set up yet. Oh man. That is exciting. Holy cow. Get him to turn his head here. Oh man. Try to land him without losing him. Turn your head here, buddy. Turn your head. Oh man, that is a big fish. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That is a monster of a channel cat. Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta go grab my other rod so I don't lose it. And then regroup, gather myself a little. Look at that thing. Holy cow. Oh man. That has got to be close to the biggest channel cat I've ever caught. And out of this tiny river, I mean, I'm fishing in 3 foot of water. That is a huge, huge channel cat. Look at the belly on that thing, man. Look at that. Holy cow. Look at that fish. I hope I'm getting a good picture. I gotta get this fish back in the water. Man, that is just a beast of a channel cat. Let's get that thing back in the water, man. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, that thing is huge. That is just a huge fish. Look at that thing, man. Let him catch his breath. Ow. Might be ready to go. And there she goes, back to the depths. Man. Oh my goodness. Oh. You know, if that was a flathead there, that'd still be a good fish for this little river, but for a channel cat, that thing had to be pushing 20 pounds. I really hope this camera worked. I probably, knowing my luck, I won't get any of that on film. Holy cow. Alright, that fish gave me that crappie head back, man. It only been in the water for 2 minutes. I can get that crappie head hooked back up, get cast back out. Maybe get my other lines out, see if I can catch another fish. Oh, it's a good day. Alright, that massive fish gave me that crappie head back. Totally fresh. As far as how long it's been out in the water. Like I said earlier, this is a frozen crappie, but holy cow. Man, that was exciting. Didn't really tear it up bad at all. I might be able to leave it hooked through the mouth. If not, we'll hook it through the meat. See if we can just take it through the other side there. And there it is, ready to go back out. All right, everyone, I've been sitting here for just over an hour now and haven't had anything else happen since that first really nice channel cat hit right after I got my first line in the water. So I've had a couple of small bites on that same line. I cast that crappie head back out, had a couple small fish chewing on it. Had a line down here, one of my other lines get snagged. Just really haven't had anything other than that going on. So I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, been sitting for about an hour now. I may have a line that's getting played with now. Well, let's see if see if they get the bait or not. Like I said, I've been sitting for just over an hour now, so I think I'm probably going to go ahead and pack up and just start my walk back to where I came from and where I need to get back to in about an hour, and find another location somewhere that I can get down on the bank and fish for the second half of my trip. Got probably about another hour or just over left that I can fish. So I think that's what my plan's going to be. Maybe give it just a couple minutes here to see if something happens on this line that I can't tell if it's getting messed with or if it's the wind that's moving that line. But just go see if I can make something else happen regardless, even if I don't. With it being just a short trip today and getting that one fish, anytime I get a fish of that caliber, I'm pretty pleased. So regardless of what happens, it's a good trip out here, but I'm gonna go see if I can hit another spot, see if I can make something else happen before I gotta take off. All right, I've got my lines cast out here at the second location. Don't have terribly high expectations, but this is an area that I have fished before. I have caught a few fish back here. A little bit different from that last location we were fishing. Over there, we were on woody structure in a, relatively speaking, deep hole relative to the surrounding waters. Again, only a few feet deep over there, but in a hole nonetheless relative to the water surrounding that area. Over here, we're in really pretty shallow area. Got a log jam down this way. You would think that you'd get a little bit deeper water here on the backside of that log jam, but that's not the case. I've been out here in my kayak in the past and it's really shallow over there, only about a foot and a half deep. Nevertheless, we're into April now. Temperatures have warmed up, water temps are starting to rise, and the cats are a little bit more active out and about feeding. So, you know, that the water depth doesn't concern me. I think we have an opportunity to catch a fish here. I've got that crappie head still on, cast out over this direction towards the log jam. I've got my lighter bass rod here with a smaller chunk of cut bait cast over here just to a little bit of brush over on the opposite bank. And then I've got my third rod here with a body chunk of bluegill. This is the rod that had snagged in the other location, so I got a hunk of bluegill on it now. Cast over here closer to this side of the bank. Water depth is a little bit deeper here, and there's some woody structure in the water here, and I've caught some cats in this relative area in the past. So I got my lines cast out and they're all pretty well spread out. Hopefully give me an opportunity to be able to hook into a fish if there's one around that's wanting to bite. So we'll sit tight and see if something wants to bite. Well folks, the time I had available to fish down here today has now passed without another bite. I'm getting ready to reel my lines in and get on up out of here. I had a good time down here today. I caught that one really big channel catfish. Even had I not caught that fish, I would have had an excellent time down here. It's a lot of fun to be able to do what I have spent a lot of time doing in the past as a kid growing up, which is walking down to the river on foot with a couple of rods in hand, propping them up against a couple sticks, casting lines out and waiting to see what bites. Today, only one fish decided to bite, but that one fish was a monster of a channel catfish. Probably will be the biggest one I catch this year. I hope it's not. But it likely will be, and if it is, that's okay. You know, I always say size is relative. What's a big fish for me here on this body of water may not be a big fish for someone else, but I sure had a lot of fun catching that fish. That particular channel cat, I don't care what anyone says, is a big channel cat on any body of water, but especially for the small water that I'm fishing today. Anytime you catch a fish, you know, I'm always trying to catch something that, you know, when I'm fishing channel cats, something that is approaching that 10-ish pound range is always sort of what my goal is. Flatheads, maybe a little bit bigger than that, but this channel cat was pushing 20 pounds, definitely in excess of 15 pounds. I mean, it was just a beefy, fat, muscly, awesome fish. So had a lot of fun catching it. I'm gonna stop blabbering at the camera, get my lines reeled in, and get on up out of here. I had a lot of fun. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video too, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.